What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We're down here, girl. I had to start. I was gonna try to, pump myself up a little bit with a little bit of music and stuff, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get started because we're already 30 minutes past the time that I normally start. So, how's everyone doing? We are down here. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. This is directly into the camera right here. This is where you need to be looking right there in order to be looking into the camera. But if I look this way, I'm looking at myself, but looking right here is looking at the camera. I wonder how that's going to look in editing, in post. Anyway, so I don't have anything to talk about, but I did have a little bit to talk about.
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
This morning I saw a post of a woman who said that she cut her son's hair because he kept getting misgendered. And I was reading some of the comments and I'm just like, y'all don't even realize what y'all be doing when you do stuff like that. Cutting your son's hair. Let me read the comments because I just heard her talking. I didn't even read the caption. It was on the Jasmine brand. I was trying to find something to talk about because we don't have nothing to talk about typically. So I was like, oh, okay. So I made a couple comments because I was reading the comments and I'm just like, little boys, little girls get misgendered, if that's what you want to call it, all the time. All the time. Especially if a little boy has super long eyelashes. Hey, you got a pair of earrings on him. You got his ear pierced. He got some little cornrows or little plaits in his hair. And people be like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. So you about to cut your son's hair because other people call him a girl? I just think that's the wrong message to send. I really, truly do. That's your baby. You're going to do what you want. But I feel like, children should be encouraged to express themselves. You should not put parameters on your children because you're afraid of what other people are going to think about your children. You shouldn't encourage that. I feel like when your child says they want to do something with their hair, you should encourage it. You shouldn't be like, no, you shouldn't do that. No, that's how they're expressing themselves. If they want to express themselves through their hair, that is a part of your culture. Y'all be always talking about, we don't have culture. We don't have culture. We don't have culture. Yes, you express yourselves. Part of your culture is expression through your hair, whether you're bald headed or whether you have a pink and yellow and green wig on, girl. That's part of your culture. And what you're encouraging when you or agreeing to is that other people can tell you how you need to show up in society and you will obey them. It's truly the wrong messaging. I truly believe that. Let's go. Oh, did I turn this on? Okay. I just want to make sure this is on. I just want to make sure this is on. Yeah. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Is this microphone? Is this microphone? Is this microphone recording me? Hey, is this microphone? Hey, is this microphone? Hey, is this microphone recording me? Well, hopefully it does. Hopefully it hasn't turned off. It was like, girl, shut up. Somebody said the other day they didn't like Nicki Minaj talking up to the microphone. I low key, I live for the up close to the microphone. I love it when she talks in the microphone. Okay. So let's go to the post. It was on the Jasmine brand. It was on the Jasmine brand. And there was some other stuff that I say. They said Judge Mathis got a divorce. His wife filed a divorce after 39 years. God damn. What does forever fucking look like, bitch? To death. She was like, I'll be damned. Jana Michelle says she cut her son's hair because he kept getting misgendered. Okay, she says it began to affect her son's self-esteem. Okay, let's listen to what she has to say.
People act like they don't know the difference between a girl and a boy. Okay? Just because someone has hair, that doesn't make them a girl. So, with that being said, adults and kids, going into his new journey of his life, I just didn't want him hearing, no, don't say girl. Anyways, we're talking about my son and what I did with my son, the person that came out of me, the person that was inside of me, the person that that I had to take care of, him. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Anyways, so since people seem to be confused in case you don't like people saying, oh, is that a girl, or she's so pretty, or she that, we cut it off. That way there's no confusion. In case he's not getting mad about it. Girl, don't mind him. I wasn't worried about it, which is why he had his hair for so long. But when my baby is affected by stuff like that, then it's time for the mom to act like they don't know the difference between
That's all that they
a girl and a boy.
That's all they recorded. There's 191 comments. I said, so you're teaching him to change himself and how he expresses himself for other people. That's all. That's how it starts. The way he presents himself shouldn't be adjusted to please society. Other cultures allow their son's hair to grow until they make their own decision to cut it. What if he likes his long braids? Now you've changed him to please society. Samoans and other cultures don't act like this. Y'all unconsciously enforce weird shit. These comments are insane. Stop acting like when children are little babies, depending on how they're dressed, people might misgender. When little boys have earrings, braids, and long eyelashes, someone might think they're a girl. So when you don't know someone's gender based on their expression, call them they, because you don't know their gender. This thing where y'all act like you don't know how to change or like mask someone's gender is wild to me. Because when I tell you, when a nigga is with someone he's not supposed to be with, he can change their gender so fast, honey. That person turns into they so damn fast, girl. Motherfuckers know how to change some damn pronouns. It's so hard to do. I get so confused. Oh yeah, but when Raheem is sitting over there next to Christina and his bitch call him, Christina becomes they. So fast. She cut her son's hair because he was tired of people calling him girl. I see people. She said when it started affecting him, but even then, I would still ask him, okay, is that bothering you? This is how we express ourselves. Because even in culture, you just have to say, why are you changing? Why do you want to change your hair? Do you want to change your hair? Well, I don't like for people calling me girl. Okay, well, you're not a girl. So do you want to cut your braids? Not really. Okay, well, you don't have to cut your braids. This is how you express yourself. And also, let me tell you something. It's not an insult. Don't look at it as an insult to be called a girl. That's another thing. It's not bad if somebody calls you a girl. They're not trying to be mean to you, because sometimes little girls have the same length hair as you. They wear earrings like you sometimes. So, because we live in a society that says that only girls can wear this kind of jewelry and have their hair this way, that's why people say that you're a girl. But it's not bad to be a girl. Do you want to keep your braids? Yeah, I do. Okay, well, keep your braids. And if somebody says you're a girl, just be like, I'm a boy. Just say it. The other day, there was a little boy running. He was I don't know if he was he was a football player. No, football player or a gymnast. I don't know. He was doing something running, but he had locks. The cutest little face. It was so many people in the comments saying, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. It was a little boy. And then just the comment underneath would say, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. I'm a boy. And he was just correcting people. I'm a boy. That happens. But you shouldn't even You shouldn't even put in their head that there's something wrong with being called a girl, because that feeds into like, ooh, that's the worst thing that I can be is a girl. Heck no, I don't want to be called a girl. There's nothing wrong with being called a girl. You just have long braids and you wear your little earrings. Mommy pierced your ears. For me, I didn't. My kid, he made a decision to have his ear pierced. I asked him, do you want to have his ear pierced? He said no. When he got a little older, I asked him again, do you want your ear pierced? He said no. And then when he was ready, he told me he wanted his ears pierced. And I asked him, you want one side, two side, both sides? Okay, that's what you want to do. I was just doing twists in their hair because that's how they want to express themselves. They want to twist in their hair. So we put twist in their hair. So that's how they want to express themselves. When they were little, oh, they wanted a mohawk. They've been getting their hair cut from the same barber for over 10 years, 11 years. They've been having the same barber. Whatever they want, he gives them. That whatever style I've never told them when my kid wanted to put whatever twist in his hair, when he wanted to get cornrows, that's how you want to express yourself. I am never going to discourage a kid from expressing themselves. If they wanted to come, whatever, since they were little, I would take them to Target and I put the shirt up. What shirt you want? I put 2 shirts up. Let him decide. Let them decide. I've always made sure that they had a decision. I've always put, you have a decision. I'm not picking out clothes for you. Which one do you want, little baby? Can't even talk. I want this one. Okay, that's what one we're gonna get. You want to wear them little frog rain boots every single day to school, every day? You want to wear them to bed? Fine. Let them go to sleep. Pull the damn slippers off. You know how to do it. But discouraging expression is, I feel like it's just harmful to children. And I feel like all you're doing is enforcing this illusion that society can tell you how to dress and how to look and how to show up in the world. And you're also taking away their culture, stripping their culture from them. And what more does a colonized mind or someone who is being colonized, what more do they love? They love for you to assimilate to this thing where you need to show up, and this is how boys to girls and boys and to men, and this is how you're supposed to show up. You're supposed to wear this color, you're supposed to wear this type of clothes. No. That's why I love the non-binary, non-gender, non-conforming folk, because I'm wearing what I want to wear. If you don't know what gender I am, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. How I dress if you don't know what gender I am based on how I'm dressed, just say they. That's it. And if you say he or she and they correct you, stand corrected and stay corrected. That's it. But this thing where you cutting folks' hair off, I posted Bretman, who is he has his hair is so beautiful. I posted his little nephew. He's telling him, how do you want your hair? He was like, I want it spiky. So he got stuff and he's putting it in his hair. He's encouraging his nephew to express himself through his hair. I don't agree with that. She said it was affecting her son. If it was affecting him, then do what he wants. But if it's affecting him, you maybe want to explain, because I would encourage him to keep expressing. Do you like your braids? I don't like them now because other people keep calling me a girl, but do you like your braids? Then you encourage him. You're an individual. You don't allow other people to tell you this, and nothing's wrong with being a girl. Furthermore, that's another thing. You got to erase that idea that something's so wrong with being a girl. I changed the way I express myself with my hair. I like my little braids. You just don't know. His mother, her baby, her business. Normalize minding your business. My son gets misgendered all the time due to how he looks and his name, but he never expresses it bothers him. Let me check. Great job. A lot of parents keep their kids' long hair for them while it's severely affecting their kids. Once this child has expressed concern, then it's up to the parent to make life easier for them. She did what she felt was best for her child. Y'all missed the part where she said it was affecting him and he was happy with his new haircut. I have a son and we went on a cruise. Everyone kept saying she's so pretty. My son kept saying, I'm not a girl. When we got back home, my husband took him straight to the barber. So I understand, because there's absolutely something wrong with being called a girl. I'm just saying, like, are you upset because people are calling you a girl? There's nothing wrong with being called a girl. And then even go as far as to show them, like, Jason Momoa, like really strong men with long hair. Like, maybe they don't know that it's okay. Like, show them Keanu Reeves. He has long hair. Like, show them men with long hair. So they're not thinking that people think I'm a girl. They're men. There are men for generations with long hair. This thing where you do this little assimilation thing, that's, to me, I feel like it's dangerous. I love his haircut. Good job. So you cut your hair because of other people's opinions? Some of y'all don't listen. Her son was uncomfortable and didn't feel confident. So she listened to her son and did what's best for him. What's y'all issue with having boys and never wanting to cut their hair? Because just because a person is a boy does not mean that they are required to wear their hair in a certain way. There's no such thing as a girl hairstyle. There's no such thing as a boy hairstyle. Let's see. This is not uncommon, though. I don't personally agree with it. It all comes down to whether the child themselves requested for their hair to be cut. I have no idea, but who she is, but it's odd to do that. Hopefully she stops making these types of decisions before he gets old enough to process such a decision. All this teaches him is not to be comfortable with who he is, and to hell with other folks. Right. I wouldn't, like, there's a thing that you have to do to kind of, like, okay, are you changing yourself because of an external force, or you're ready to cut your hair? There's a difference. And then you have to, like, ask, like, okay, okay, so other people are saying something to you. Okay. Do you like your hair? Yes, I do. What are they saying to you that's bothering you? They're calling me a girl. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a girl, right? They may have not even thought about that. Like, I'm reacting because I'm being called a girl. What's wrong with being called a girl? Nothing's wrong with being called a girl. You know what I'm saying? So there's, like, things that, like, when you have to talk, and especially the little baby doesn't even come up to her waist. So it's like a very, like, conversation, like, do you like your hair? Yeah, I like my hair, mommy. Okay, well, we're going to keep your hair. Well, they're calling me a girl. I don't like to be called a girl. There's nothing wrong with being called a girl. Now, if you're being called some other names, then that's different. But being called a girl, there's nothing wrong. Do you see how you feed into a latent disdain, like, where men have this issue with women? They don't even understand it. But since they were little boys, the worst thing that they could be was a little girl. So what do you think they're going to grow up and look at women as? Like, that's the worst thing I can be, is a girl. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. I don't understand what the big deal is. If my son kept getting called a girl and wanted to cut his hair, then what's the problem? She said it was affecting him, but, like, again, it's just the type of conversation that you have to have, I guess. um I would try to play this clip, but it says, it was like, Dr. Umar goes off and says rap has done nothing for the black community in generations of black kids growing up thinking the best thing you could do is be a gangster. So he's saying that, I don't know what he's saying, because it was him and Mouse. Mouse Jones, I believe that's his last name. He used to be on the Grapevine all the time. This is called the Grapevine. I can't even remember the name. My memory is really bad. Okay. So That's why I can't lie, because the memory is not good. Um, what was I saying? Mouse was on, but Umar was doing so much yelling, and it's just like you can't have a conversation, because I feel like Mouse is the type of person to actually have that conversation, but because he's able to have the conversation, Umar does a lot of hollering and screaming, because he actually doesn't want anyone to have the answers to all the problems that he's always talking about. I used to call him Dr. Diagnosis, because he could talk about all of the symptoms of the community, but he never has a diagnosis. Never. He never comes up with a solution. He never ever. You know why? Because not having a solution allows him to continue his job, allows him to continue to grift and pander. That is why. So he's not interested in solutions at all. He's just interested in talking about what the problems are, and then hollering and screaming over someone who actually has solutions or answers to his questions. If he feels that you're about to answer his question, and it actually there's a solution to what he's yelled at you and told you the problem was, he's going to start screaming over you again. And that's what he did in this conversation with Mouse. I'm going to read the caption says Dr. Umar had a lot to say about hip hop. He claims it hasn't done anything concrete to build up the so-called Black community as a whole. Well, you have to understand that hip hop does not represent the totality of the so-called Black community. There are some people who are melanated who have no connections at all to hip hop or its culture. So to assume that hip hop is part of melanated people's culture, but it's not the entire culture. So you can't say that the culture of a musical genre has done for a community. Mouse tried to say that people who are involved in hip hop are in other spaces within the community, and that's how it helps. But he keeps saying that you're talking about the individual. If someone is quote hip hop and they work at a corporation, that is having that community in that corporation. If they're able to make moves and decisions and things like that, that you're having that community in that corporation or in this organization. So I don't know, you're never going to get a solution to Umar Johnson's problems, because there's no money in the solution. There's a lot of money in the problem, The solution would actually cut people off from making money. So we have to continue to perpetuate a problem. Always. It's always a problem. It's always a problem. Dr. Umar Johnson has been building a school for the last 17 years. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen curriculum. I haven't seen anything.
Point is, you can get a job from anywhere, whether they Black or not. But now you're getting a job.
Okay, listen.
Years has made sure that Black people now are respected. And no, that's never gonna happen. What has it done for the people? It gave you listen to hip hop music and you were inspired at some point, no? Nigga, I'm leaving. We're moving. We're moving goalposts. It ain't done shit in 50 years for the community. It made individuals rich, and that's it. It then gave jobs to. They gave a couple jobs. The drug dealer giving out a couple jobs too. But the drug dealer is essential to the Black community in the ghetto. You can't tell me that. Somebody grew up in the hood.
Hip-hop ain't done shit concretely beneficial to the black community. You gave me fashion. The first thing out of your mouth was fashion.
I gave you fashion and you started yelling over me. But then also, then there's technological advancement. Podcasting, for example. Look at all the black people that now have access to jobs and ways to make money due to that. We're still talking about rap. We're still talking about cinema. We're still talking about these camera operators, these new people coming up with
new real concrete for you.
I just made it concrete.
No, it wasn't. That was all bullshit.
No,
give me a relevant institution that hip hop built in any community, anywhere in America in 50 fucking years.
I told you.
No, you didn't.
I told you. I just told you.
Is this man says he's an educator and a psychologist, and he's like acting like this in a conversation? It's very odd. It's very odd. Very, very odd.
That hip hop built in any community, anywhere in America in 50 fucking years.
I told you.
No, you didn't.
I just told you concrete. People that would not have.
I didn't say individuals. I said an institution.
I said people.
Where's the bank of hip hop for the black community?
The definition of the word people means not an individual. So I'm telling you, people
that
now of 50 years ago would not have had access to work
in individualism. I asked you, what did they do for the community? You can't give me nothing because they ain't done.
People from the community can now work in a music industry that there was never going to be a space for them.
What the fuck? That's individualism. That ain't helping us. That's bullshit.
No.
Bull fucking shit.
No.
It's not helping us.
No. What's happening is virtual signaling.
That's bullshit.
Virtual signaling ain't happening.
Shit. A few people could get jobs. Everybody can say that shit. Elon Musk got a couple black people on the payroll. That don't mean shit.
Elon Musk didn't come from black. He's not a black person.
My point is, you can get a job from anywhere, whether they black or not.
But now you're getting a job.
Benefit.
Now black
but
people.
But you're still talking about individualism, bro. A few people. You've been around for 50 years. The most popular music genre in the world. Billions and billions of dollars. And all you can tell me about is a few people can get jobs? That's bullshit when you look at the cost that the black community has had to pay for hip-hop. A whole generation, 2-3 generations of black kids growing up thinking the best thing you can do is be a damn gangster.
Dustin said, shout out to Dustin. He said, Mouse is right. I said virtue signaling is exactly what's happening. He knows that Mouse could possibly answer his question, so he's going to behave like a child and throw tantrums to deflect. He doesn't want questions answered. Unanswered questions has allowed him to grift and pander for the last 17 years. And he's mad because people who have money now, all bet, I don't know what happened. Doesn't Puffy have a charter school? LeBron James have a charter school? Is it going away? These people, you know that hip hop culture spans over into sports. And these people have built schools. Where's your school, sir? Nobody wants to give you money for a school because they know you're a goddamn grifter. So that's another reason why he has an issue. He's expecting hip hop. Where is your academic community? Where's your academic community? Why haven't they given you the money? I'm sure they've made donations to the private schools their children go to. But why doesn't anybody trust you enough to give you money to build a school? Huh? What is that about? Have we ever analyzed that? Have we? What has Umar done for the black community? They're not going to like this, but Umar is definitely right. Truth really may be a hard pill to swallow for the black community. Hip hop has been infiltrated by the prison system. Do your research. Umar is nowhere near lying. I don't understand how the drug dealer is essential to the black community. That's one thing I'm not understanding what Mouse is saying there, but I do understand saying like an individual person who is in that particular culture going into different spaces. he says, oh, what's not the individual? And then he said, where's the hip hop bank? But there are a lot of quote black owned banks, so that you can go online and what's his name? They're always promoting. You can go online and say top 10 black owned banks, and then you can do banking. They do online banking. You can sign up if that's how you want to do it. So I don't know what he's talking about, but again, you're not ever going to know what he's talking about. You're not going to ever know what he's talking about, because part of his grift is creating chaos, confusion, throw the black card, speak to the bigots, right? That's just been his thing for so long. Getting up and acting like and acting like and acting like, you know, you're so upset and you're so outdone. It's just a lot. It's a lot. He does the most, and it's like it's a show. 4 Fulton County Jail security officers were arrested on charges of supplying contraband, including cell phones and cigarettes, to inmates, smuggling cell phones, smuggling food and chicken pot pies, sending explicit photos and videos to inmates, having sex with the inmates. So not only have you lost your job, you now have charges brought against you because you love dick so much. Like this type of vibe, girl.
I just, girl, stop.
And you'd be surprised how many of these women behave like this and be having sex with the inmates. Doing stuff for the inmates. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, girl. I don't get it. They look like they did everything they're accused of. Why specifically pot pies? They should have women working and women inmates and men working in with men inmates to keep down the confusion a little bit. I'll never understand anyone who wants to fraternize with someone who sits in prison all day. I don't get it. It's extreme. When I tell you it's extreme desperation to be fucking on a nigga who's sitting in jail all day. Where are y'all doing it? What is happening? Are you, girl? Y'all be in a trance, digmatized, and I don't understand that. I think it's, I don't know. I don't get it. I want to read a couple comments. Was it Banquet or Marie Callender's? Come on for the pot pies. Ain't nothing in the world that could make me want some prison peen. Girl, get up. You are free and they are not. Plenty of outside peen. So you got manipulated by an inmate to end up an inmate? Make it make sense. Sex was so loud as I was reading it. It's the fact that 3 of them are in their 20s and I can't tell which. Inmate who ain't getting no cheeks, definitely ratted. He been salty as hell for a minute. Smuggling food and pot pies. Pot pies is insane. Yeah, because something might have been in them pot pies. Prison meat must be different. Ugh. Girl, that's a mess. That is so gross.
And I'm gonna go to the car and dial 911 because you're going to jail, bitch.
That is so gross. Okay, let's see what else is on the Jasmine brand. Judge Mathis, that's what we were talking about. Judge Mathis' wife, Linda, has filed for divorce after 39 years. Judge Mathis' wife, Linda, has filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. According to TMZ, Linda lists the date of separation as July 17th and cites irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split. Judge Mathis and Linda share 4 grown children. Linda is asking for spousal support, and it's unclear if they had a prenup. The pair married in 1985, 14 years before his reality court show first aired on TV. Prayers to them during this challenging time. Why? Is it crack? Like, why? Despite most people questioning the timing of it all, some people actually want to die happy. The number of years doesn't matter if your significant other is sucking the life out of you. Child, whatever he did, forgive him and let's keep it moving. We don't want to be me. What? We don't want to be me, be out there. I don't understand what that means. My in-laws were married for a long time, and because of their religion and concerns about what people would stay, they stayed married. In the meantime, they lived in separate parts of the house, didn't speak to each other, and their home life was hostile. Outside people saw them and thought they'd been married forever and were couples goals, and not knowing what was going on inside of the house. They should have divorced each other and move on instead of being worried about what people say. It's another thing. We just talked about that with hair. This idea where you have to keep up appearances for other people. Again, modifying yourself for external sources is no, we're out of that. We're out of that. They should have divorced each other and moved on instead of being worried about what people would say. Instead, she died and left him, and he went on about his business for many years before he died. Had they divorced, she would have had some peaceful years to herself, but she was too worried about what people would think. I always tell everybody, peace is priceless. If it's not working, do not sacrifice your life. Move on and enjoy the years that you have. Absolutely. Somebody said after 39 years, you better figure it out. Every bond isn't meant to last forever. No bond lasts forever, ma'am. None. No bonds last forever. Some bonds are not meant to last forever. None of them do. Girl, what is forever? What are y'all talking about? Forever needs to come out. That's from the fairy tale. Take that out of your language when you are talking about relating to human beings. There's no such thing as forever. None. That is like, that's a fantasy word. Forever. Y'all want women to stay in miserable marriages for the rest of their life? What's wrong with y'all? The comment section is wild. Who knows what she dealt with for 39 years, and y'all want her to stay?
Based on divorce, babe, divorce. Some of these questions are wild.
2024 has definitely been the year of let it go if it ain't working. There's nothing out here in these streets. Please go back home. No. This idea, no, I don't agree with that. I do not agree with, y'all know I don't agree with that. I don't agree with none of that. If that lady is not happy, we can't figure it out, everybody is good, all the kids are stable, she's like, I'm not about to do this so I can be over there like Evelyn Braxton, pissed off and mad. I don't want to be a curmudgeon. You don't want to die a grumpy old woman. You want to be happy. They call it the golden years, girl. The golden years. Yeah. People want to be happy. People want to be stress-free. People want to just be, girl. I don't want to have to deal with nothing. I don't want to have to hear nobody's mouth. I don't want nobody asking me to do nothing. Nothing. So shout out to Linda Mathis, honey, for choosing herself. Somebody said, was it crack? You know, I don't agree with staying for the kids. I don't agree to none of that. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's come back. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, okay? So Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to timestamp. Don't forget all the good stuff. We're going to come back with another video because it's already 40 minutes. Take care of each other. Peace.